Welcome to this edition of the Bedwell Report. This morning I'm sitting at the table drinking my coffee, reading the newspaper, and reading my favorite blogs and social media, and I noticed something. I noticed that an issue that's very dear to my heart. I notice that it's receiving very little attention. Not in the national newspapers, certainly not in the local newspapers, nor are we seeing much of it on social media, Facebook, Twitter. The issue I'm talking about is civil asset forfeiture. Civil asset forfeiture is when law enforcement officers confiscate your property. And when I say property, it could be a laptop computer, cell phone, jewelry, cash. They really like cash. It could be guns or weapons. It could also be your car. And many times they don't even charge you with a crime. They simply confiscate your property and keep it for themselves. Then they tell you if you want your property back, you hire a lawyer and sue us in court. And if the judge agrees with you, you get your property back. If the judge agrees with the sheriff gets to keep your property. This is horrendous. This is horrendous law created by our state legislature. Both the Americans for the Conservation of Liberty and the Institute of Justice have given Mississippi failing grades on private property rights. And this is one of the reasons why. Our state legislature has to get on top of this. They've got to figure this out and they've got to straighten it out. Failure on their part to straighten this mess out, we can only assume that they are complicit in it. Watching social media, I think our state legislators have a strange way of deciding what's important and what is not. I saw where one state legislator is attempting to pass a piece of legislation or submit a piece of legislation that mandates cursive handwriting in our public school systems. I'm sure that's important somewhat, but you know what? There are a lot bigger trees you could be barking up. We've got to get a handle on civil asset forfeiture. Failure of the state legislature to do so can only mean that they are complicit in it, and I think that we the peeps need to remember that at election time. This is Danny Bedwell for the Bedwell Report.